Yep, everyone recording? Alright, I guess we'll go then. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Latecomers podcast. I am Nick, and with me today is Luis.
Hello.
Neil.
Why, hello there.
And Nubbin, or Juan. I don't know why, but I have serious problems pronouncing your name.
What, Juan?
You have serious problems, and that's it, not just with his name.
I do. I don't get it. Juan?
Just pronounce it with a H, like H-W-A-N. Juan.
No, but I say that, and then people had a go at me, because apparently it doesn't have an H. I was like, Juan? Juan? Huan.
Just call him, like, some random name.
Let's call him
Peter Jones III.
Let's just call him Dave.
That's why I created his name of Nubbinator 420 Blazer.
Okay, that's even better.
It's much simpler. English words for the best. For the best? Okay, I'm going to create
Is that a thing? For the
that's
best?
a new phrase. Yeah, so first topic I was going to go with about the new RoosterTeeth channel they're starting up, the No. Have you guys seen about this?
I've read about it.
I have actually not heard a single thing about it until like Nick, just like a couple of minutes ago, mentioned it. So I'm very eager to learn about it. So please tell me what it is.
Basically, you know they've got things like The Patch, they've got their daily news, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just moving more into that, and they're creating a new YouTube channel called The No. And I don't know if they're moving The Patch over there. They probably are. I'm not sure.
Are they moving like all, the news things they do? Are they moving that over?
I think they're changing that. They said that they're going to stop doing daily news and just do news updates every time a cool story comes out.
A cool story, bro.
Because of the whole fact that they just can't keep up with the news. The news doesn't work around their schedule. A schedule? What the fuck?
A schedule.
Schedule.
That's what we should call
so they're
Juan
just going to be
a schedule.
Schedule. But yeah, so just going to keep on updating that new shows and stuff like that, which is quite cool. And it'll definitely free up my YouTube. Actually, no, it won't. I'll just have even more stuff.
Yeah, I remember like when they started that Let's Play channel, I was so happy because like just having so many updates from the RoosterTeeth YouTube alone every day was kind of annoying. Not annoying, but
yeah.
Once they
announced that, I kind of realised I don't need anyone else on the internet anymore. I can just
have news, gaming, entertainment.
I can get all my content from RT. I've got hours of stuff every day, especially with the news coming in. I don't need to find anything else out. Yeah, actually no. I don't know why I agreed with that. I've watched pretty much everything, I think, by now. Oh, did you only find RT about half a year ago?
Aww. You found us and you captured our hearts.
Yeah, and then we sacrificed some goats.
I was watching for about 2 or 3 years maybe before I joined the site. And then I had about a year or a bit more, year or two on that account, and then deleted it and made a new one, which is this one now.
When did you, how long ago was that then? Like, when did you start watching?
Probably like 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Like, I watched my first things just as Achievement Hunter was starting.
Yeah. I can still remember, like, the first piece of content that I saw from them. A friend of mine showed me the PSA they did, the real life versus the internet. You know, it's like that, just like, but I didn't understand what it was. I didn't know what red versus blue was at the time. I didn't know, like, how, but I remember watching the video, like, hey, how come when I play Halo it doesn't, play or look like this? Like, and then whatever, like a year or two later, I learned about red versus blue. It's really weird.
Yeah, I think that my first one was a Achievement Hunter video. It was a Gears of War achievement guide for how to get the cogs or something like that.
Oh, like a walk through all the levels kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then once I watched that, it was probably a month or so before I saw another thing. Went to watch another achievement guide and then found this whole plethora of awesome content.
Yeah. So one thing I just want to realize, like, if okay, they do the news thing every day, which is pretty cool, and the patch is like their podcast. But just to get back to like that channel, the No, like, will they actually have enough content to, make an entire channel out of it?
Yeah, well, they're sorry, you go.
As soon as this next generation of gaming starts picking up, they'll be down a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it's like there's news all the time. Even if they decided to cover Steam sales and stuff, they would probably have at least a 15-20 second video like, hey, there's a Steam sale going on. Go, and if you want to spend money.
Well,
whatever.
they also they said that they're going to branch out, and they're not just going to do gaming news. They're going to do technology news.
Oh yes,
and
indeed.
just nerdy general news. I think like movies, stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
So they got a lot of stuff to go off.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I mean, I'm not a big tech guy.
I'm waiting for the day when RT becomes a TV channel.
I think you might have a long time to go until then.
Oh yes.
Seeing as how they're reluctant to go onto YouTube, let alone to go onto TV.
Oh yeah, I don't think they will make that move anytime soon, if they ever make it. But one thing that I've been thinking about, now that they announced the No channel, I gotta say they said they would be back, the shorts, and they are slowly making them, but man, I miss the shorts. You guys were talking about how you found out about RT, and my story is that I was looking for gameplay footage for Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the first one. And then I stumbled upon Jack's holocron guides, and I was like, that's pretty entertaining and useful. Then I watched a few more, and I was like, oh, well, let's check out this channel. And then I found out that they had Red vs. Blue and RT Shorts and all that. I was like, and I'm a big fan of sketch comedy. So I was like, oh, let's see the shorts. And then I spent the next days watching the shorts, and I slowly moved into RVB, but pretty much what made me stay were the shorts. Not that Achievement Hunter wasn't good, like, they were really useful, but I'd probably just go like, I need an achievement for a game, let's see if those guys have something, instead of watching every single video of achievement guides and all that they release, even if I didn't have the game or didn't have any interest, just to hear the crazy stuff they would come up with.
Yeah, that was the same thing for me, because I mean, when I joined, they didn't have all of the Let's Plays and stuff like that. I don't know if they started the podcast a bit after, I think. So I went and I would check it out for achievement stuff, and then I went and found all the shorts like you did, and just like marathoned all the shorts. I didn't even watch Red vs. Blue for probably a year or two. I mean, I watched the season which was going on at the time, but I didn't go back and watch any.
Yeah, I think I did that actually when I realized learned what Red vs. Blue was. I think it might have been middle of season 5 or something, and I can't even remember where I was watching them, but I just remember not having a clue what was like. I didn't understand any of it, and then went back, learned it. I think people started uploading it to YouTube then before they got their YouTube channel, and I just started watching it there. And then I think I'm only on the site like a year. Like, I think I signed up New Year's Day 2013. But I've basically been watching since about 07, 08. Sorry, Nick?
Oh, I was just saying I'm 11 months now, so pretty much the same. Well, with this account.
But then, the new account.
But my old account, I literally just used it to watch Red vs. Blue.
But also just that thing about like the shorts. I know like people like love them and want more and more and more of them. But I think like as they kind of grow, and as they get bigger, they tend to have busier schedules and, travel more or whatever. So they're around, they're not around as much. Like in the early days, it seems like it was just kind of, they're always in like Austin, Texas or whatever. And they're, they write and produce. Whereas now they kind of, like, I don't know, it just seems like they're much busier nowadays, and they might just not have the time or the manpower to sit down and actually write what they want to write, like quality.
Well, I think also the fact that they've upped their like quality of content, because they do much more, many more location shoots and stuff like that. If you think about the original shorts, most of them were just in the office.
Yeah.
So I mean, filming that wouldn't take long. Whereas nowadays, when they're going out on a trip with a bunch of the cast, going out to do all of these things.
Yeah, but something about the simplicity of those older shorts are really interesting, because they had a very good writing, and the whole thing that, you know, it was just like, it was in their office, and it made it seem like, oh, this is how crazy stuff gets here on a daily basis, you know. It's like, it was a more, let's say, performance kind of RT life video. You know, it had more fake stuff, but at the same time, it had their own touch. You know, the channel's personality, anyway, was there as well. You know, and I found that really interesting. Like, one of my favorites is the one with Pongo, and it's like, it's them and someone controlling a puppet, and the rest is all done by the story writing. It wouldn't take much, you know. But I agree, they are quite busy with other stuff. Like, Bernie stepped out of the CEO position, you know, so he could focus on other stuff as well, and because he thought it would be better for Matt to take over now. But also, one thing that I don't quite understand and I miss a lot is Jeff on the podcast. I know people say that, oh, the Let's Plays are like Achievement Hunter podcast, but no. I mean, he tells some stories here and there, but, you know, it really made a difference.
I actually have a theory on that. Like, I was actually talking to one of my friends who loves RoosterTeeth too, and I was kind of like, I don't think he's ever been on like a live podcast, like since they started doing them live streaming them. I think he stopped long before that.
I think what it was Griffin was unhappy with how much he was sharing about their lives.
I've heard that too, but I mean, there is some truth to that. My theory is that, like the standard podcast, you know, and this is just me speculating or just kind of, you know, thinking about it in my spare time. It's like the podcast roughly every week, it always has Gus, it nearly always has Gavin, and it very regularly has Jack and Barbara. And Gus, you know, like, in case anyone doesn't know, Gus like says he's never having children, so he doesn't have like a whole like he has his wife at home obviously, but he doesn't have like small kids to take care of. Gavin's obviously only in his 20s, he doesn't have a family. Same with Barbara. And Jack, okay, he's engaged to Kate, married, whatever. Like, but they don't have kids either. Yeah. Oh, sorry, married. And then so yeah, whereas someone like Jeff, you know, he has his daughter at home and he has the whole family thing, and I'd say he is.
Bernie's on pretty much every one.
Yeah, but I think Bernie, well, it's Bernie's, like, it's kind of, you know, Bernie's company in a sense. So I think maybe he feels an obligation to be on it or something. And I know he has.
Probably shouldn't just speculate about.
No, I know that, but I was just kind of. I don't think it's any major conspiracy. I think it is just kind of like, hey, you know, it suits us best.
Yeah,
Amara was available pretty much.
Undeniably, Jeff was awesome.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, I still if someone gave me the ultimatum now that Achievement Hunter stops, but Jeff goes back on every single podcast from here on out, I don't think I'd take that trade off. I think I'd keep Achievement Hunter videos going strong.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Back to the shorts quickly. What would you say your favourite short is off of the top of your head? Because I know what mine would be.
Off the top of my head?
The one with Pongo, the one with Jason's car. You gotta keep it authentic. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I want to say Catch, but I don't really. I just think there's something so simple and funny about it. It's where it's Joel, Matt, and Nathan out in the field, like throwing a baseball, and they have like mitts on, and it's all like really nice music, and it's like Matt's like, oh, this reminds me, you know, when I was a kid, and then the ball just hits him in the head, and then hits him in the head again, and he just gets more and more angry. And then it's like Nathan, but it just cuts to Nathan, and he just has this blank expression on his face, but it just says so much. And then he throws a knife at him.
I think
remember that.
mine is definitely. Do you remember Mixed Messages? The one where it's Gavin and there's all the post-it notes everywhere.
Oh yeah,
I don't think so.
Yes, I remember that.
I can't really remember what happens exactly, but
Actually,
it's Gavin being stupid and a lot of dumb humor.
I think Prank King might be one of my favorites as well.
Oh yeah, Prank King is so good. You're
just old man Gus prancing around at the end is just amazing.
It's the one with Gus and Matt pranks Gus first, and then Gus starts retaliating, but there's a whole plot to it. If you haven't watched it yet, what the hell are you doing? Just go pause this podcast and go watch it.
Don't pause this podcast. No, wait until the end of this very informative and entertaining podcast, and then go watch it.
Or do that.
Yeah, do that.
Or instead of taking a shower, you could just spend the rest of your day watching videos. You will stink, but you will be entertained.
You will,
also,
you will laugh.
The RoosterTeeth production facility tour thing, where it's Bernie being really, really awkward. And,
that actually, yeah.
That's really good.
That is pretty funny.
Really good.
Like,
See, there's the thing.
This is Gus's office in the open, and then it's just Gus talking like a homeless guy.
I can't quite pick a single favorite. Like, okay, this one is far better than any of the other ones. I just mentioned like the two first that came up because I really like those shorts. Pretty much all of them.
Yeah, it's so good. I still haven't seen that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I keep on meaning to, but I don't have time, and then every time I remember, I forget. What is wrong with me?
Every time I remember, I forget. Nick, 2014. What did you say, Nick? You said something really stupid the other day after GTA. It was like, you said I literally just stopped my music and then sat here for a second and wondered why my music stopped playing.
I was really confused. I was shutting down all my programs on my computer, but I meant to leave open TeamSpeak and my iTunes, and I just shut off iTunes and then was like, what? Where's the music?
Where's my music gone?
Shall we move on to something else?
Yeah, I think Luis was talking about a Steam sale before we started recording.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Steam is having a sale that I found out about today, and it's like a Rockstar sale. All the games they have by Rockstar are with up to 80% discount or something. And I took the chance to buy Max Payne. Well, I was gonna say each one, but the Max Payne trilogy. And I really hope my computer can handle Max Payne 3. But it was pretty cheap, and I was like, oh, okay.
But it's a Rockstar. It's a Rockstar sale, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
so
I
is
think
Rockstar
GTA...
is Rockstar Table Tennis on offer?
I don't think it is. I didn't see it. I'll check.
Actually,
No.
did that ever get a
think-
PC port, actually, or is it just on 360?
It's only like the stuff they have on Steam, and I saw all the GTAs from 3 ahead, and there was the Max Payne trilogy. What else?
Did you ever play the Max Payne games when you were younger, Luis?
Yeah, I played.
Oh yeah, like I played the second one, Max Payne: The Fall of Max Payne. I can't remember the number, but it's like I finished that game, I started again, I finished on the same day, I started again, and I just kept going. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
I think the first
one of my favorite characters as well.
The first game legitimately freaked me out. Like the part, it's like a 10-year-old game, so obviously there's no spoilers, but the game opens with Max kind of going home and criminals breaking into his house and killing his wife and daughter.
Oh yes.
But No, the level, the level that, like the nightmare levels where you have to follow the trail of blood and then you hear your baby crying.
Yes, those levels were so fucked up.
Yeah, like I think it was like 10 years old when I was playing them, and I was like legitimately like creeped out. Like, it's probably the first time I ever played a game where I was legitimately, not, I wouldn't say scared, but I was just like playing through it going, oh, this feels strange or weird, but I didn't understand why at the time. And now I'm like, oh yeah, dead babies.
I can't really remember much.
Pretty much.
I just
Oh yeah.
I remember the shooting gallery, which is like right at the start, and I remember it being quite hard and quite scary, and that's about it.
Shooting gallery?
I don't think I ever played the third one.
I'm pretty sure that was Max Payne. That was just like
I don't think there is a shooting gallery in Max Payne 1.
it might not have been Max Payne 1, just in one of them.
I liked it.
Well,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the first one like the cutscenes and stuff done like almost like a comic strip?
yes, the first and the second one, they were made in the graphic novel style. And then for the third one, they changed that to what they call like a cinematic graphic novel, which for me is bullshit. I really liked.
Luis has spoken.
I still don't know quite how I feel about the third game. I really liked it, in terms of gaming mechanics and all that. But there is some of the stuff, like, as an old Max Payne fan, I kind of missed, like, the graphic novels. I missed the possibility of carrying all of the weapons you come across. But then again, there was a huge variety of weapons, so it's kind of fair that you can just carry 2 pistol-like weapons and a rifle-like gun. And also because it fits the standards for nowadays shooters. But the story is good, but the whole thing that Max only wears a leather jacket at some points during the game is what bums me out, because I really, really enjoyed playing as, leather jacketed Max Payne. And he doesn't wear the suit all the time.
So you're saying but the game falls down in terms of wardrobe?
That's a way of putting it.
It's like but, okay, Luis is doing his review. It's like gameplay good, story solid, fun, kind of a bit of a nostalgia because I used to play old Max Payne games, but it loses 2 points because he doesn't have any nice black leather jackets. So,
yeah, a little bit, but overall, I really liked it, but I really didn't like the fact that they made him bald. I mean, not like biologically bald, but he shaves his hair. And that's not really a spoiler because the promo images show that, the trailers and all that shit. And then, like, for not a really good reason, he just shaves his head. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, does he need it? Does he need a good reason to shave his head? I mean, is that really a cerebral plot device that you have in any video game?
Well, one of you guys didn't play it, did you?
No, I've never played it.
Well, it's not really that
spoilerish. I'm kind of making fun of you for that. Like, you're annoyed that he doesn't have his black leather jacket or his hair, but I guarantee I'd be the kind of guy, if I played Max Payne 3 right now, I'd be like, yeah, I wish he was wearing a black leather jacket and wasn't bald. So,
but it's like, okay, so I'll tell, but I won't tell like major spoilers or anything.
Go for it.
In the story,
do it.
It makes it seem like he shaves his head in order to kind of blend in with the crowd, so people will not, so that guy is Max Payne,
Yeah.
Now he's disguised as a bald dude. And I watched some interviews on the internet, and I think the explanation, I'm not sure who said that, but it was one of the dudes who made the older Max Paynes. I guess it might have been Sam Lake, like one of the big minds behind the first 2 games. Something like when he shaves his head is when he starts taking control of his life again or something. There's a deeper meaning to that. But I'm not sure if I buy that, So it seems like...
Well, I mean, it's also. I mean, you could say the same thing about Heisenberg in Breaking Bad. Sorry if anyone hasn't seen that, but I mean, when he starts to shave his head fully, I mean, he turns into a demon. I mean, There is.
I don't know if that's because he shaves his head.
No,
think
I know,
he
no,
shaves
but
his head
it's
because he has cancer.
It's
Whoa.
spoilers. But it's symbolic more than anything. Also, it's to resemble Gus Fring, as far as I'm concerned, isn't it?
And I'll tell you one thing. People say that the way they portray the slums, like they portrayed way more the slums in Rio de Janeiro than the ones in São Paulo. Not going to argue that. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But one thing they got right by not putting the leather jacket in the Brazilian levels, because
The heat.
he would melt to death. Like, I'm impressed during some levels he's wearing a suit, because I gotta tell you, man, it's fucking hot here. Like, the southern states are a bit chillier, but most of the time, like for most of the country, it is pretty hot.
Chile? Is that not a
and
completely
my city
different
is like Tatooine.
Is Chile not
What?
a
I'm
completely
sorry?
different? I said, is Chile not a completely different country?
Oh, no. By
I'm-
Chile, I mean
I'm
cold.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, Chile is another country as
Yes.
well.
I was going to say something. Oh yeah,
Beautiful place, by the way.
You were saying like Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo slums. I believe the word you were looking for is favela.
Oh yeah, that's the word we use here, and that's pretty how they pronounce it there. But
It's also
when I
a level.
was learning,
It's also a level in
Oh, yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, so that's how I know.
yeah, but
Luis.
like the way I learned when I was learning English is that those kind of places are called slums, and I was like, why the fuck are they using the Portuguese word for those levels? But if you guys use that word, that's something that I didn't know.
It's different things. Slums are different to favelas. I mean, they're very similar, and I think
Oh,
it does
really?
depend on region that you call them favelas in certain places.
So you guys have that word.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it is an English word, but we do use it. Like I did geography for GCSE and A level, and we were definitely told these are favelas.
Right, brag about it, why don't you?
Yeah, you know.
I'm
Luis,
joking.
have you heard of Curitiba? Curitiba? Wow, why is my mouth not working?
Curitiba. Yes, it's a city.
Yeah.
I have a friend who lives there.
Got lots of fancy shit going on there.
Nick fail
Oh, yeah.
English? That's impossible.
Yeah, I did I think I had 2 or 3 different topics all on Curitiba. Which
Choose
was,
one.
it got very boring by the end of it.
I've never been to Curitiba, but I've heard some nice things.
Yeah, it's meant to be a really, really environmentally friendly city
Hmm.
and really well planned out. In the all the infrastructure, and they have schemes where you get paid food for bringing recycling and stuff.
Well, that I didn't know, but I mean, if you say so, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Well, apparently, maybe this is just what they say to people in the people
So,
who want to know cool stuff. They're just like,
Louise-
yeah, we give food to people.
Luis, did you buy any other games apart from Max Payne Trilogy?
No, I just bought those.
Just those?
I'm trying to save my money.
Aren't we all, brother? Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I was really bummed out when I went and looked at that sale, and I realised that I already have all of the Rockstar games I wanted. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm going to spend so much money which I don't have. And I was like, I already have every GTA game.
Speaking
and I'm not
of
really that interested in
Spain. Speaking of spending money that you probably shouldn't be spending, I recently took purchase of my Xbox One,
Yeah.
which
Jealous.
I haven't bragged about once since getting. Nick, you know that?
Oh, no.
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Totally haven't had any problems with it either.
I've had a couple of problems, some minuscule, some kind of annoying. Okay, first of all, I like the idea of digital downloading. I mean, I see why people would want it. Like, you can just go home and, start a download of a game and then play it, whatever, 20 minutes later and not have to leave your house. But I mean, it really only works for people who have very, very decent high-speed internet, because I literally bought, it came out March 14th, Titanfall. I bought a Titanfall bundle, Xbox One. I was hoping for a physical copy, but I got a digital copy. And literally I started downloading it at like 1 p.m. on Friday, and I went to bed at 1 a.m. and it was 51% done.
Wow. God damn, dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, and my internet usually, it's not like bad. I mean, I never have problems with lag, or my connection drops every now and again, but that's, whatever. But so yeah, I bought the bundle because I wanted to play the game, and I literally got home and couldn't play it for a full day. So luckily I had bought FIFA as well, so I was just playing FIFA most of the day, and then I downloaded Peggle 2 and I played some of that. But I mean, like, I really don't understand digital downloading.
Downloading Peggle probably didn't help your download.
Well, Peggle was only like a gig, so that only took like an hour or so. Whereas the Titanfall download, I think, was like 16 or 17 gigs. And it was launch day, so I don't know if that affected it or not, if there were a lot of people trying to download it. So, yeah.
You must have realised when we were playing GTA the other night that my actual internet's reasonably good when it's connected, but it drops out about once every 10 minutes. Like, I'm amazed what I've managed to go through this podcast so far.
What did you say? My internet is pretty good when it's connected.
Yeah, my internet drops out all the time. It is ridiculous. I get decent internet. I get about 10 to 12 meg download and about 1 to 2 upload, and ping of about 15, which is pretty decent.
What? Okay, here's a quick question. What is ping? Because I'm not a tech guy in any way.
I don't know too much, but from what I have understood myself, is like how quickly you're sending things back and forwards to the servers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the more ping you have, the worse.
Yeah, the more ping you have, the worse.
The more ping you
That's
have,
a bit confused with.
So you want less ping. Less ping is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone know more about ping than what I said? I'm going to assume that
Your
that
face
is
is
the
a ping.
perfect answer.
Oh, wow! The claws are coming out.
Well, peng is a compliment, so I'm going to just assume that you said that. And you're
no, it's not a compliment, Nicholas. It's not a compliment.
Peng is a compliment.
It wasn't a compliment.
Peng isn't a compliment. What the hell are you talking about?
Peng.
Peng.
P-E-N-G.
It's not a word.
Yeah, it is. It's an English slang word. Peng.
No,
mate,
no,
she is.
Apparently it is now.
No, you're making that up and you're trying to fool us because we're all foreign.
You don't understand the amount of retarded English slang.
No, because that's actually
what the fuck.
Really quick topic I want to talk about, actually, because I was talking with this with my friend the other day. Gavin gets a lot of hate in like videos and stuff, like from Michael or from like a lot of American audience. Like, they just cannot understand a word he says, or whenever he uses, like, just makes up his own words or just uses a word, that doesn't sound like it belongs there or whatever. But I understand him perfectly, and I think it's a lot to do with like the context of his words. But I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. But like, I've listened to Gavin, and he's a bit unconventional, but I don't think I've ever had a problem understanding what he's trying to say. But maybe because England and Ireland are so kind of similar in that regard.
He does. People give him too much credit with what he makes up. He makes up a few words, but most of them are just like English words or English slang.
Yeah, like gaff. Gaff is a house. We say that here.
Slang.
Slang. Well, what did you say the first time? Schlang.
I've said it twice now.
Is that like a schlong?
Yeah. But that is a thing which I've said to other
Wait,
people.
So schlong is dick and schlang is what?
Nick.
Schlang is...
Schlong is dick and schlang is Nick.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, a lot of like English for English people, I don't know how it is for Irish, but it's done on context of what you're saying.
Yeah.
And just the inflections and things like that. Like, you can say, "Oh, that is disgusting," and mean it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
just depending on the context.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a comedian called Michael. There's an English comedian called Michael McIntyre. He has like a routine.
He has floppy hair.
Yeah, he does have floppy hair. and he has a very chubby face. But he has this routine where he talks about like how, you know, English people, you can just use a noun in a sentence, like any noun, and just add apostrophe D to the end of it, and it sounds like you got, you know, really, really drunk. Yeah. So it's like, I got absolutely gazeboed last night. This is like any word. I got just phoned. I was just phoned out of it. Just anything, any word.
You really can.
Hmm?
And that's why fuck is such an amazing word.
What? Fuck? What?
Yeah, you can literally mean fuck to mean absolutely anything you want. You can put it
Hey.
in any situation.
Little. Yeah.
What?
I mean, if you say so.
I'm taking that.
What?
I'm taking that in a dirty way, but okay.
I mean, you can fuck in any situation. Society may look
Can
down
you
on
though?
at certain times.
I mean,
You can. If you have the ingredients for fucking, then you can perform the fucking.
did you just say fucking?
Oh, God.
Yep.
Fucking.
Have you seen the film Your Highness?
I have not.
You should. It's a great film. But in that, they
Is it about fucking?
have to stop the fucking.
No, Nicholas, I believe the word is fucking. I think you're getting it wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking.
No. Shut up.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that.
Well,
Definitely
anyway,
watch
if I can
that
go back to bragging for a minute, Titanfall is awesome.
Brag over?
What?
Brag over? We can't really talk about this because no one else has it. I mean,
Does no one else have it? I
don't think so.
I'm just going to say, actually, I have it now, and I have FIFA and Titanfall and Peggle, and I mean, that's keeping me going for now. But, I mean, I can very quickly see myself just going back to my 360 for a couple of games over the coming months. I mean, I'm loving Titanfall at the moment, but maybe it's just a honeymoon period and it won't last. I love that the online multiplayer is 6 human people and 6 like computer, like AI on each team. And at first I didn't like the sound of that. Like I thought it was kind of, I don't know, dumbing it down or just maybe laziness,
Yeah.
like not being able to hold 24 people in a lobby. But actually playing it, it's so much better. And the reason why it's so much better is because I typically suck at first-person shooter games, so I just literally go around looking for all the AI, just like, yeah, I'm just going to kill these guys. I'm happy enough doing that, feeling like I'm much better than I actually am. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough about Titanfall, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've played Xbox One because my brother's got one, but I don't live at home, so it's only when I go back home that I can play it.
What
And
games do you
then
play?
all I've played is Killer Instinct and FIFA.
FIFA's awesome,
Because-
actually, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, I've got FIFA on my Xbox 360, but
Yeah.
one of my friends has an Xbox One, so I'd go and play it with him.
Yeah, there is
and then-
there is like a lot of little differences, but they add up to make it's just a different. It feels like a different game to me. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, and then I've just played Killer Instinct with my brother. I never brought myself to actually go and play any games, even though he's got quite a few. I don't know why, it just didn't really interest me. Which sounds weird considering that it's the new generation of gaming, and I fucking love games. But
Yeah, I felt that too. Like it when they launched last November or whatever. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not that interested at the moment.
it wasn't different enough. It just seemed like I was playing 360 again with a different mic on.
But I mean, I as well, people that have said, I've seen people online like looking at it, it's like, oh, the graphics don't look that much better, or it doesn't look that greater. And I'm kind of like, if you look at early like 360 PS3 games, you know, they are a step up from PS2 and Xbox games, but they're not like a ridiculous jump up the ladder. So and also there's that argument that's made, you know, Oblivion and Skyrim both came out on the Xbox 360, and look at the differences in them. Like I'm excited for, you know, the likes of Destiny and Watch Dogs and games that are coming out soon, but I'm also so looking forward to like what it's going to be like in 5 years' time. See what the games like look like and how they play and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, that's the internet, isn't it?
yep.
Angry about everything.
No,
Man, all I know is that one day I hope to get one of the newest consoles, but as far as I know, that's not happening anytime soon. I might have told you guys how much it is here, right? Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
taxes.
they've brought the price down here. It's dropped £100.
Oh, really?
It's £100.
I think it has.
No,
I
the
think
price
it's been-
the price has dropped £100.
Oh,
like-
okay.
So it's what, probably down to like 400.
I saw it for 369 with Titanfall. I think.
Oh, that is good.
Wow.
I'll quickly check online.
I'll actually.
You guys can
that's
talk.
even funnier. I was thinking. Something went into my brain there. I have a friend, like a guy I know on Xbox Live for a couple of years now, from Belgium, and I said to him, "Oh, are you getting an Xbox One soon or whatever? Play a FIFA because we play a lot of FIFA." And he said, "Oh, we can't buy it in Belgium yet. It's not available."
Oh, wow.
And I said, like,
Wow.
I didn't know why. Apparently, it's because the Kinect, like, they don't have all the Kinects readily available because he speaks Dutch, something like that. But then, but I saw one of my Dutch friends. Then I saw him playing on, like, I was on my 360 dashboard, and it said, "Oh, he's playing Xbox One." So then I said it to my Belgian friend, being like, "Oh yeah, I saw Rick playing, his Xbox One." But apparently he drove the whole way to Germany to buy his. So,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, committed.
Yeah, I've just googled it, and there's £379 for 500 gig console with Titanfall.
That's awesome.
395
My
for
God.
Titanfall and Fighter Within.
That's roughly what I paid in euros, I think.
You paid in oh yeah. Wait, is Ireland in euros?
Yep, Ireland's in euros.
Wow, never knew that.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Actually, no, sorry, Nick. We are
I know the PS4 costs roughly about $2,000.
fuck.
That's 4,000 reais. It is a lot of money. It's more than like any other console ever costs here. And the Xbox One is also pretty expensive as well. It's not like 4,000, but it is really expensive.
Why? Why is it like that expensive?
That's not all that expensive. I just looked it up. 2,000 Brazilian dollars is 500.
No. That's $2,000 like American dollars. And in our money, that's 4,000 reais. It's like the double. It's a lot of money, man.
That's £1,026.
Yes.
Wow.
And I mean, the reason behind that is pretty much taxes, or as far as they tell us, as far as we know.
I thought you said Texas.
Well, no,
Damn you,
Texas.
Taxes.
Not the state, not the freelancer agent. But yeah, it's because of taxes, and it sucks. Like, there's not a really good explanation for that. Because it's not even like we make gaming consoles, so we need to protect our economy. Bullshit. We don't make consoles. So,
Yeah.
it's not for protectionism measures.
So my brother has a Xbox One and a PS4 for less than it would cost you to buy a PS4.
Exactly.
Just brag about it, why don't you?
Brag about him. He's fucking ridiculous with the technology he's got. He doesn't save any of his money. He has a decent-ish salary and does nothing. So he just spends it all on technology. He bought like a 60-inch screen for his tiny little room. Has an Xbox One, PS4, ridiculous
Wait,
gaming PC.
And
If you don't mind me asking, how many brothers do you have, Nick?
Just one.
Oh, so it's the same brother you have mentioned before.
and if you don't mind me asking, Nick, can I have his address and phone number, please?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll pass on that.
Can I have your address
Yeah.
and phone number?
Can he have his neighbor's
Sure.
address and phone number?
Hook up.
What? Sorry, Louise?
Can he have his neighbor's address and phone number? Nick's brother, neighbor.
Just a neighbor.
Hey, 50-50, you might get the wrong side.
Oh. So, I have something else to talk about / plug a bit. Yesterday was the first ever Irish RoosterTeeth fan meet-up event thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so about, I don't know how long ago, I just posted on, I just made a thread about the idea of like a Rooster Teeth Ireland thing. Like, it was nothing official or, I didn't have any kind of vision. It was just kind of like, throw it out there. Hey, whatever, if Rooster Teeth were to ever come here, there's an awesome convention center in Dublin City, and there's all these awesome hotels, and it would definitely be doable. And I'm pretty certain, like I think it was because I got the idea because I started to see more and more people just walking around the street like wearing either Red versus Blue or Achievement Hunter merchandise, and I kind of thought, well, maybe there is a bigger kind of fan base than I thought. So a couple other people from the site, namely Miriam, Owen, David, and Tyler, they kind of did a lot of work to get it going. So yeah, they made a Facebook, they made a Twitter account, they publicized it, they got like an official event, like fan event thing sanctioned from the site. So
That's cool.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth knew about it, like, so that was cool. So yeah, we started promoting the hell out of it, and then the work started going in around January. We started like looking for places where we could possibly, have the venue and what we do at it and how long would it be and cost and price, and just to give it a couple of months of build up to see, how many people would even go. So yeah, we went yesterday, and the day was awesome. We had a Rooster Teeth quiz. We had like multiple rounds one round about Ruby, about Red versus Blue, about the podcast, about whatever, and we had some prizes for that, for the winners of that. We had a lot of Cards Against Humanity was played. A lot of Cards Against Humanity was played on the day, which was awesome. And I think we got 80 people there in the venue.
That's
we had
not
rented
bad.
out. Yeah,
That
so
is not bad.
no, we were really happy. I mean, myself and the other guys, we were kind of worried about, we didn't know who was going to turn up on the day or how many people. And even I had two of my friends that told me they'd go to support it because I helped kind of. Now I'm not saying I helped organize. Like the other four, I cannot stress this enough. Miriam, Dave, Owen, and Tyler.
Is this Owen as in Owen on the site? Like,
No, he was there actually, and he came up to me. He was like, because actually, just really quick, Nick, remember the other day when I first downloaded TeamSpeak and I like had I had my problems. He literally like came up and I said, "Oh hi, man, how are you?" And he said, "Oh, I'm good." I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Owen." I said, "Oh, I'm Neil. Very nice to meet you." And he said, "Oh yeah, you're the guy who was like having trouble with TeamSpeak yesterday." And I was like, "Oh God, God damn it!" It's like, how the hell were you there? So yeah, but he's a very cool guy. Met a lot of. I mean, everyone there was pretty much cool, awesome people. I think we had 80 people there. We had the quiz, we had a raffle for some merchandise, and most importantly about the thing, most importantly, everyone seemed to enjoy themselves and they were very complimentary at the end of the day. But more importantly than that, in a way, we broke even for the venue rental. So that was.
I was about to say, did you charge money for it?
Yeah, it was €4 entry, so that'd be about £3, Nick. And
that is not bad to break even with.
Yeah. We had with €3 entry and then €1 for every like a line of raffle tickets, like 5 tickets, and then you could buy another line for €1 after that. So you could buy as many as you wanted because hey, it was helping pay for the event anyway. So yeah. So everyone seemed happy with it anyway. Everyone seemed to have a good time. Met a lot of awesome people and woke up the next day and had about 10-15 friend requests from people who were there. So that was pretty awesome. Cool. And I just want to, it was awesome. Yeah. You should have been.
I can't wait to go to my first RT community thing. I mean, I'm missing out on RTX this year, but hopefully I'm going to manage to go to RVB UK.
Does England have one? Is there like a RT UK?
Yeah, RVB UK. It's been going a few years, I think.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like
it's hosted by like Kyle and stuff like that, who you might have seen around on TeamSpeak. Oh no, you don't come on.
Well, I'm a TeamSpeak noob per se.
You're a noob.
I'm a noob.
What is quite annoying is it's in the city that I live in at the moment. So, but I won't be here when it is hosted, so I'll have to move back to Reading and then get a train all the way back up for like another £70.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Yeah, not fun. Yeah, I really can't wait for the Rooster Teeth meet up. I don't know why my brain isn't working tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Just because I've done work today. It's taken it out of me.
Oh yeah, actually, one more
Perhaps you
thing.
should
Sort of
sleep.
very minor kind of spoilers, or I don't know if I. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty certain I can say this. No, not really a spoiler. While we were, you see, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of
Wow.
March, and Monday is also the day AWU is released. So I'm just going to tell you all to watch AWU tomorrow and see if you recognize anyone in the AWU intro.
Well, this doesn't get released until Friday, so
Okay. If you're listening to this on Friday and you haven't watched AWU this week yet, go through the
Check
RoosterTeeth
this week's
videos
AWU.
and watch AWU and see if you recognize anyone there. Yeah, no. It's hopefully we get it in. Hopefully we got it in on time, and hopefully Jack sees it and puts it in the video because it was awesome.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you'll see the crowd that were there at the event. Which also actually, aside from the people who organised the event being awesome, the people who went to it, we couldn't thank them enough for making it because without them, the event would have been nothing. So major shout out to everyone who turned up to the Irish RoosterTeeth meet
Shut up.
on Saturday. And that's all I have to say about
as
that.
close as we've got to that as the Latecomers group is Julia. Back in the day, she went to RVBTO, and we got a shout out from Ray. But
Oh, awesome.
that's about as close as we got.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Luis, are you going to?
Oh,
Okay,
someone
Oh,
timed
wow.
out.
Nubbin just timed
Uh,
out.
You were saying,
Uh,
Nick?
Are you going to RV? Fucking hell! Why is my
RTX?
brain so broken? Yeah, RTX.
Sadly not. It would cost me like 2 kidneys and my liver and probably my soul as well as a lot of money to go.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm having to
And-
stretch out just to survive at the moment. Let alone
And Brazil doesn't
spend.
have any fan events, so if there
Really?
are any other, if there is any other Brazilian users, RoosterTeeth, I mean, I know there is one, I guess, but guys, come on, what the fuck?
Gotta represent.
Oh yeah, and please let's not make it in São Paulo. Let's try to make it in my hometown.
Let's try to make it in my
That is a little bit of a stretch.
Let's try and make it in my back garden, please.
You know what? Let's just invite Bernie and Gus and Jeff into my backyard. We can have a barbecue and that's it.
Sounds awesome to me.
Apparently,
Can I go?
Nubinator 420 Blaze, its whole PC is
Sure.
just shut down, so it might be a while
Awesome.
until he comes back. Fuck. Why is my fucking
So,
brain so broken? I had something I was about to say and now it's gone. Oh, have you tried looking around for any Brazilian members?
So
Like,
yeah, there is one who I follow on Twitter and she follows me back, but I've
Okay.
never really. I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry.
Anyway,
I
it's
heard
just that recently, like, I have not been having a lot of time to spend on the internet, doing interwebs things. I just like leave the RT page open because I need to answer something or whatever. I try to be there every day, but my schedule is hectic right now.
Yeah.
So, like, I miss TeamSpeak a lot and all that, but until I can get it, fixed up, my schedule, and stable, to be honest, that is something that I'll still not be able to be around as much as I used to. Which, well, I mean, considering what I have going on next week, I should probably start being as online as I wanted to be. I think I'm still a lot more online than what could be expected, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, both of us have got really busy schedules now. We used to talk quite a lot, and now I can't even think, apart from the other night, when the last time before that I've spoken to you might have been. It's been a long time. Apart from like,
Yes.
in the forums and stuff every now and again. But, yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Luis is one of the early latecomers. An OG, if you will.
He's an early latecomer.
Yeah.
I don't know, where do I rank
I
on
mean-
the latecomer spectrum? Am I an early latecomer or a medium latecomer?
I can't really think when you turn up. You've been around quite a while now, maybe like a medium latecomer.
Yeah, because I'm just saying.
It's
I
like-
think
we're not talking about
you
sex stuff, are we? Because
No, then I am definitely not a latecomer. I am very early. 5 or 6 hours before I even meet the girls.
I can vouch for that. I
You've
know
experienced that from me.
I've experienced
You know what? Before this gets awkward, let's do some questions. Let's talk about food, whatever.
Food. Well, Neil, you've got a little list of things. What else have we got?
Oh, I was actually just going to really quickly ask, because it happens, it's really big in like America and Australia because there's a lot of Irish contingents. But does England or Brazil or Juan, where are you from again?
He's dead.
Oh, I thought he came back in there. No.
No, he's still turning his PC.
Oh, he timed
back
it.
on.
Oh, okay. Okay, then either Brazil or England. Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I mean, I never have, but I kind of am this year. But that's more just because we're at uni and we want any excuse to get drunk. But yeah, I've never heard of anyone celebrating it before in England. But
Yeah.
But this year we're celebrating on the 18th, just due to people's schedules. So
Yeah. What about in Brazil? Is there any?
Well, it's in the more recent years we started having like a few parties in some pubs here and there, but it's not like we have a parade or anything, or we don't have work or whatever. It's pretty much like one of those adopted dates, like Halloween.
No.
It's a thing. We know it's a thing, and we kind of celebrate it. Like we don't have the whole thing with kids going knocking on doors and stuff. Yeah, but sometimes some schools have like Halloween parties for the kids. They decorate and that's it.
Yeah. I was just wondering because you see like the New York City parade for St. Patrick's Day is probably bigger than all of the Irish parades put together. So
I was wondering, I can't
a...
imagine that Ireland are anywhere near as excited about it as America are.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Really,
It's like St.
people
George's Day here.
But same as you, people just use it as an excuse to like drink all day long. And there's parades in most towns. So.
I went to a St. Patrick's Day party this Friday, and there's this band, which is like a Brazilian Celtic rock band. And at the very beginning, the singer just goes up to people and says like, so, I know why you were all gathered here, because it's a party dedicated to St. Patrick's Day, but, we all know why we're here. It's just an excuse for all of us to get hammered, so let's do this.
I mean,
but it's a pretty good band. It's called Terra Celta.
Can you spell that, actually? I want to look them up.
Oh, yeah, I'll write it on the chat.
Okay, thanks. I'll look them up later. What is it? Brazilian Irish rock? Is that what you said? Brazilian Celtic rock?
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, something like that.
That sounds incredible.
It's like, have you guys heard of Skindred?
Yeah.
That is the weirdest band in the world.
Have you ever heard of Ailstorm?
Nope.
Oh my god. Nick, you will love Ailstorm. They have a song called Captain Morgan's Revenge.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's pirate metal.
I don't think pirate metal is quite as amazing as Skindred's metal reggae. Welsh metal reggae.
Welsh metal reggae.
With possibly the only black person in the whole of Wales as their singer.
The only black person in Wales, is that what you said?
Yep, I believe so. I've been to Wales a few times and I don't think I've ever seen a black person. I don't think I've ever seen anyone except from white people in Wales. Who moves to Wales? My friend
from Ireland goes to college in Newport.
Well,
because
I suppose Ireland's about the only place you can go up to then end up in Wales.
Hey, whoa. Is that what we're going to do tonight, Nick? We're going to fight? Is that what we're going to do?
Let's do it. No. I've never been to Ireland, I don't know. Have you ever been to England?
I have been. I was there. I liked it. I think I was in London. I was pretty young. Oh, I was in Manchester actually a couple of years ago. My sister organised like a birthday present for my dad to go see Man United play. But she organised it around.
Are you a Man U supporter?
No, I'm not. My dad just like I don't really. I kind of support Stoke City, but I got that from my dad. But my dad just always said he wanted to go see a Premier League team play. So my sister organised like flights and accommodation, and she got tickets to Man United versus Swansea. But my dad's birthday is in like April, and it was on an FA Cup weekend. And because there was an FA Cup rescheduling, the match got cancelled. But we still had the flights and the accommodation. So
that sucks.
So we just went. We still went to Manchester. We went out. We did a tour of Old Trafford, which was awesome. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Not bad.
I was in England last year for Download. Actually, sorry. Forgot that.
Easily forgettable.
Easily. I'm still wearing the wristband, and I was looking at it as I said all that story, and then I went, oh yeah, Download's in England. East Midlands.
Where was this place a long way away that I went to? Yeah, the town where I'm from, every couple of years we get into a Premier League, and every Sunday that we're playing it just kills the town.
Oh, Reading?
It's...
Or Reading, if you want to be pedantic.
That's not being pedantic, it's being wrong.
No, it's spelled reading.
It's sure. I had
whatever you say.
Or EADING. I know Reading Festival.
Anyway, there's Reading and Leeds Festival. For anyone who don't know, they're like two of the main festivals in.
They're huge.
Maybe
they're huge.
UK. They're really, really good. But where I live now, it's closer to the Leeds Festival, and they go on at the same time. And one of my friends, just to cut the story short, basically he thought that it was Leeds Festival, Reading Festival in Leeds, and he had no idea that there were two festivals going on. And I was saying that I'm going to Reading Festival, and he thought that I was going to Leeds, and it was amazing because he was retarded, and he thought it was actually called Reading.
That's quite it's quite ironic that you're calling someone retarded, because I think you said, I want to check the audio. I think you meant to say, I'm going to cut the story short, but I think you said, I'm going to cut the story short.
I don't understand what's going wrong with my brain right now.
I'll be interested to double check when this comes out. I'm going to flick through. What was that? It was around 1 hour mark. Okay, 1 hour to 1 hour to 1.
1 hour and 2 minutes for me. I'm sure that Ash will highlight it in some way now. We've talked about it. Just to cut the story short.
I'm just going to cut the story short. It was fun. I'm sorry.
I don't get what's gone wrong with my brain right now. Like, it's a good every 5 or 10 minutes I'm just saying everything wrong.
Yeah.
It's like my mouth isn't connected to my head.
Some days you're the dog and some days you're the tree.
Sure, I don't understand what you're saying, but...
It's like, some days you're the dog, where it's like, everything's great and you just lie in the sun and, you drink out of a toilet. And then some days you're the tree when a dog pisses on you.
Also, for anyone who didn't realise, Nubbin has returned.
Yay!
Any idea what happened, or just deaded?
Nubbin, are you a latecomer?
Or true latecomer?
You're not an early comer.
Pre-comer?
Oh, Nick.
Come on, you're telling me that isn't what you were going for.
It crossed my mind, but I didn't want to say it. Funny kind of. Is anyone here like soccer, football?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, but well, the World Cup, like one of the major international kind of events that they have every 4 years, is held in Rio de Janeiro this year, Luis, as you may know. And
never heard that.
I just saw an article. I think it was on either.
Just quickly, Neil, if you haven't realised, just for everyone actually, Luis has had to go quickly, so he'll be back in a while if we're still going.
Okay, no problem.
Us.
But the World Cup's happening in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro this year, and I think I read an article on. I think it was Kotaku earlier. Yeah, that Japan are using like Pikachu and 10 other Pokemon as their like official mascot when Japan goes to the World Cup.
They really are embracing all they're known for.
I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it'll actually. Are you
sure that wasn't?
It'll probably get more people in Japan maybe watching who aren't necessarily interested in. Hell, I'm going to watch as many Japan games as I can to see if there's any giant Pokemon out in the pitch.
I'm googling this to make sure that you're not bullshitting us.
I swear. I'll link it to you after. Okay, Pikachu and 10 other Pokemon are Japan's official mascots, the 2014 World Cup in Rio.
Yeah, there seem to be enough articles about it, but I'm going to believe it. Well, that's a scary ass looking Pikachu.
Doesn't really work on an audio podcast, Nick, does it?
What?
You talking about how something looks.
It was more just a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can link it in the link dump.
Oh, we have one? Alright.
Sometimes. If we can.
Sometimes.
No. On the last one, I went back afterwards and added one link to the link dump. I went and put in Donald Glover's stand-up show, because I felt that was the only important link.
Well,
I think it's because none of us like have the stuff we're talking about open, and then no one goes and does it. We don't have like a person who does the link
every
dump.
time I notice, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll just throw in a dump," and there's
It
nothing.
just kind
there.
of never happens. We should probably do that.
Yeah.
I don't get how people are so organised. I mean, people must... I'm going to break the illusion that we are so organised, which is obviously there. But, like last night we were just doing game night, and then just as we were starting, we just realised that we hadn't recorded the podcast yet. And we normally record over the weekend, and all freaked out about it. And then had a scrap together trying to find people, and I mean, I asked Luis 10 minutes before we started recording. Organisation.
And me, yes, yeah. I got a message from you like, "Hey, I know it's short notice, but can you be on a podcast in 5 minutes?" I was like,
"Oh yeah, sorry."
I was like, "I am playing Titanfall," but
you could have said no.
No, I know. No, I wouldn't do that to you, Nick. Anytime,
Yeah.
Nick. You know that, as long as I'm not busy.
And they were actually talking about recording it during game night.
I don't get who was saying that. That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. No one would ever want to listen to us in game night. It's just shouting and screaming and singing.
And Nick singing
Yeah,
really
pretty
bad.
much.
Hey,
Nick singing very well.
That's every day.
Nick's singing very well. Danielle butchering songs.
And Becca singing Cars by Gary Newman. I swear, Becca got that fucking song stuck in my head for the past, like...
I was singing it earlier today.
Here in my
literally
car.
now, anytime my car is mentioned, that song comes into my head.
I still love that. I still love that she was singing that and like doing the tune to it, and then we were playing GTA online, and she was running around the golf course trying to find the exit, and I was just chasing her really slowly in a car, going, "Here in my car, I feel safest of all." That was awesome.
Well, the only words she knows to the song are "in cars," so
Yeah,
she would just keep doing that again.
I think the first verse is like, "Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock all the doors," but then I don't know anything after that.
Yeah,
You don't even need to know. You just need to know. Do 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 do.
I think what we should do is bring up the most important gaming news in history, in that we discovered that you can use the new GTA car, the Turismo, as a ramp.
Oh yeah, this is true.
And that is truly amazing. Was
it
you or Jason whose first car I was launching off?
It was me. I had the Turismo, and you were ramping off me.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was
So
funny. We should do that. We should do that more. Actually, we should try and find like ridiculous spots to do it, like off mountains and stuff.
Yeah, we went and did it. We had a little play and went and did it on top of one of the cliffs up in Hollywood with Jason.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah, I think that is the greatest. I don't know if they intended that, if it was on purpose.
Well, I think
literally just drive
it's also
it
because I think I have like racing suspension on that car, so it's like it's even lower to the ground than normal.
Oh, that might make sense because I couldn't get it to work with Becca's all that much.
Yeah,
And she had only just bought hers.
because I even noticed like the car, my Turismo now is so low to the ground. Like there are some curbs. Like if I'm driving and I try and drive like slowly up the curb, like up onto the curb, it won't, because the nose on it's so low. So yeah, try that.
I spent
with Becca.
so much money in GTA, so much time in GTA. I'm only level 50, let alone you're like 80 or whatever you
I
are.
think I'm 74. Yeah.
Fuck that.
I think the initial kind of drive to level up was when the Latecomers, like when the crew was made, when Noodle made the crew.
Yeah, that was upsetting, but that never really took off.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it did.
A lot of people joined. I mean, fair enough. Like, we've played together a fair bit, a few of us, but although at the start you used to play with people quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I'm commissioner in the crew.
Yeah, I know I am. I don't know.
Yeah, you're up there.
It was quite entertaining to me when I'd go onto it and there'd be some of the admins who were just like thugs and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's also I know it's only like I know it's kind of silly, but it is kind of cool. Like when you do see the hierarchy and you're just like, it's me and like one of the guys, the commissioners, and then you're just looking down at all the muscle. It's like 20 people, and you're like, I decide your fate. I haven't checked that site in a while, actually. I want to see who's like ranked 1 in the crew.
It'll probably be you. You're probably the one who plays it the most.
No, I don't know. I might be the highest.
I haven't touched it.
I'm in another crew as well with some other friends, Traitor, and I played on that one for quite a while.
Are you cheating on us, Nick?
I'm just trying to remember how to navigate this website. Yeah, it's Neil, it's me and you who are the commissioners.
Yeah.
Represent.
And Noodle's still the chairman or whatever, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen him around in a while, actually. I haven't seen him posting or...
Yeah, I think he quit the site for a while. I think he had some stuff going on.
Noodle, if you're listening, come back. Please.
You meant to say stuff after that?
He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. I like him.
Games. Are there any good games coming out at the moment?
When's Destiny out? Like September? I think Infamous Second Son's coming out soon, isn't it?
I haven't really paid any attention to the new games coming out on the next gen because, I mean, I can't play them or anything.
Yeah.
Although, probably the last game I've started playing, that's not the right phrasing, but I'm just going to go with it. I started playing Sleeping Dogs because it was free on Xbox,
did it get pushed?
And then after a couple of months of having it, I eventually started playing it.
Incredible game.
It's like an awful game, but it's really fun.
It's not awful. Nothing about it's awful. I love it.
Look at that.
I love it. I got it for like €20 in a sale, I'm not even sure if it was second hand or not. I just got it I picked it up like last year, and I came home.
I'm not saying it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
It's just a really badly made game.
The combat's awesome. Combat's pretty solid.
Yeah, the combat's amazing. Like it's a really fun game, but it's just not good.
I love the hanging out of the car door mechanic. That's one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah.
The way you can jump from car to car.
The amount of times I've been in a fight with someone and pressed a button too early in a sequence and it's just broken the game and I've had to turn it off and back on.
Oh, really?
And stuff like that. It's just like I've had it multiple times where I've just been in the sequence and I've pressed a button too early when I've had to react to stuff, or that's what I assume it is.
That's it.
I never had
that. Then the guy just like lays on the floor and my guy stands there and I can't attack him, I can't do anything. I can just like walk around a bit. So in the end I just have to turn off and on.
Shit's funny. I wonder why that game wasn't like, because I've seen it kind of had like a late blooming sort of in a way, because it came out and no one really cared for it, and then I think a few people just started to pick it up here and there because it has good reviews. I mean, all the reviews for it are like pretty good, and everyone who's played it seems to say, "Oh yeah, it's really fun." But I don't know, it didn't seem like it was an incredibly popular game to me. Like it's not like everyone played it.
Well, I mean, at the time, everyone was mixing it up with that and Watch Dogs, weren't they?
Oh yeah, actually that's true.
They were originally meant to come out at pretty much the same time.
Yeah.
If Watch Dogs ever does come out.
Yeah. What is there any? Are there any? Do you have any games like that? Like you never played?
I don't know. I can quickly look if you. May 27th.
I'm just wondering, is there any game like you didn't get when it initially launched, and you didn't really care about it, and then you bought it like a year or two later, and you were like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh, maybe not quite like that. I don't know really like that because my brother gets pretty much every game which comes out, so I play most games.
See, I only bought the Mass
yeah.
Effect trilogy last year.
Yeah, see, there are quite a few games he's had which I don't play for ages, but that's just more because I'm playing other games. Sleeping Dogs is probably about the only one of that because I saw it like right when it came out. Saw my brother playing it, had a little go on it, and then I waited. It's been out maybe like a year and a bit, and now it's really fun. But you guys played Skyrim, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what was wrong with me with that. I fucking loved Oblivion. I've played through Oblivion multiple times. And yet Skyrim, there's just something about it which just doesn't interest me. I've tried playing it so many times.
Really?
And during all my playthroughs, I'm yet to get to the Longbeards or whatever they're called.
The Greybeards.
Yeah. I just
The Neckbeards.
I can't get that far into it. It just bores me.
That's weird. I have friends who played like Oblivion probably, over and over again, and they played Skyrim pretty extensively.
Oh, wow.
But they say they prefer Oblivion. I'd heard that. I haven't heard anyone say they haven't been able to play through Skyrim. That's weird.
Fucking loved Oblivion so much. Like I went back to it earlier this year and played for about half of the game again, which is a long.
Actually, I've actually never played Oblivion. I've never played Oblivion. You'd probably be shocked to hear.
Yeah, I mean I played it back on PC. I mean, I was a big PC gamer when I was younger. So Oblivion was like the game. It was that and WoW, like my main games. What would you guys say is your favourite game? I mean, this might be hard, but I can kind of think what.
Just looking at my shelf now.
Game, but favourite gaming experience, which just like instantly comes to mind. Not necessarily what you think is the best game, but
like single player or multiplayer or.
Single player.
Single
I'd
player.
say. Like for me, I would say it's got to be Fable 1. I fucking loved that game so much. I think I played for it maybe 4 times on PC and then twice on Xbox or something. Oh, that game is so good.
I
so good.
really loved the first 2 Saints Row games.
I never played the original Saints Row. I played Saints Row the third.
Oh, I loved it. I loved the kind of the gritty kind of, well, not gritty realism, but it was kind of like a bit more grounded in reality. Like 3 and 4 are fun, and I've played them both, but there's something about them. I don't know. I don't warm to them as much as I do the first 2. Either that, or I think the original BioShock as well. I love the original BioShock.
That was.
BioShock's really good.
Oh, hey, Luis.
Hi there.
Luis
Welcome
back.
Sorry about that. I am back. I talked about this on. Fuck, when was that?
How the hell did you know what we're talking about?
Well, I know you guys were talking about BioShock, so I assume that's what you were talking about.
We're just talking about what's your favorite gaming experience, like your single player game. Not necessarily favorite game, just favorite kind of experience of playing a game.
Dude, I gotta say
that might sound stupid. Actually,
no, it's okay. There are far too many, but
so speaking of
Max
Need for
Payne
Speed,
2 was one of my all-time favorites. The Oddworld games, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus, are some of my favorite games. Dude, you should. By the way, the company is going to make the first game again. It's not like an HD update or anything. So they're building the game from the base up. The same story, same characters and all that, but it's completely different. And it looks so damn good. It's like fappable content.
Was Oddworld on PlayStation, like PS1?
It was on PlayStation 1 and PC.
Oh. I was going to say if it was just a PS1.
Really, you should try it.
But PC...
Is it on Steam?
I must have just been playing other things. I
think so, yeah.
RTS game.
And I think there's also on Good Old Games. At least some of them.
Games.
The places you can get. Yeah, but if you go to their website, I believe they will have links like places you can buy. Maybe you can buy from their website itself. I'm not sure.
Apparently they released one on PS3.
And they're a really cool company as well. every once in a while I tweet at them and then they answer and like we have some conversations.
What are they
And,
called?
you
What's the company called?
the company is called Oddworld Inhabitants, and I think their Twitter handle is the same thing. And it's really, really neat. You know, the thing is, it's a company that I've enjoyed its content, and it has had a huge impact on my life ever since I was a child. And to be able to talk to these people, you know, and
That's
they have
awesome. Yeah.
answers and all that, it's really good. It's an amazing experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Is that, would you say that's like your favourite game developer then, when you were a kid? Because I didn't realise this, but Naughty Dog made all the Jak and Daxter games.
Oh yeah, and they made Crash Bandicoot, the good ones.
Made Crash Bandicoot and stuff, which makes me think so much more highly of them. Like, even though they make amazing games now, but I mean, Jak and Daxter. I was the Ratchet and Clank kid. I bought all the Ratchet and Clanks. My brother bought all the Jak and Daxters, but still, I played every single Jak and Daxter all the way through. They were amazing games.
I think my favorite developer when I was a kid was probably was Neversoft a developer, or what?
I don't know.
I think
Because
it was.
at the start, like all the Tony Hawk's games, the intros used to be Activision
Or were they
and then
just,
Neversoft. That's what I
published?
always just used to love Neversoft.
Yeah.
Like the O in Neversoft would be like an eyeball with a spike through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that logo.
Man, Tony Hawk's 4, I played that on the PlayStation 1. It was such a good game, and it had such a good soundtrack. I was listening to it yesterday, I guess, because I'm filling out some papers I need for my research project, and I shit you not, I have a pile of papers. It's like 500 or 600 papers. And I need to sign my name on all of them. I was like, well, might as well listen to some music while I do this. And then I listened to some of the soundtrack of Tony Hawk's, and man, I reminisced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Listen
a
to-
few
did
weeks
you ever?
ago I had a massive reminiscing fest. I went back and listened to Need for Speed Underground 2 soundtrack.
Oh yes,
So good.
Yeah.
Riders on the Road. Or
Riders on the Storm.
Storm. Yep, Storm.
On the road.
Riders on the road. Well, where else
Yep.
would they be?
That's some hardcore
Riders on
shit.
the
Riding on the road.
sand.
Watch out, he's on the road.
The Tony Hawk's 2 soundtrack, I think, is still my favorite.
Have you seen
soundtrack.
that they're making a new Tony Hawk's?
Really?
Yep. Yeah, he said that he's going to try and stick to the same kind of style as well.
I'm not sure if that's a good. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
After Skate, I mean, he can't really improve on Skate,
Yeah,
so he may as well try to go back to the nostalgia.
I love those Skate games. Yeah, Skate.
So good.
Yeah,
I
Skate 2
don't
is one of my
get
favorite.
why the hell they stopped it.
Maybe
Why
they're
would
maybe
you
they're
ever stop?
don't know. Is there any
Maybe
plans
what?
for Skate 4 on next gen? No.
I'm pretty sure they're on. I look probably about every 6 months or so, just to see if there's been any news about it. But I think they're just still saying nope, franchise is over.
That sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
So,
Do you have that? You know, the Tony Hawk's HD game on arcade. Do you have that?
Nah.
That was a nostalgia trip and a half for me when I first downloaded it, playing all like the original, like the levels from the first 2 games, but all in like HD and 3D and looking really crisp. I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Tony Hawk's, but I mean, they always had that. This is so unrealistic. It's ridiculous. Like the fact that you can ollie off the floor onto the top of a bus. I mean, that's a good, 12, 13 foot jump?
Yeah. And then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny because you could try like play skate and you could try do like a 360 flip into a board slide on like a difficult kind of rail, and it could take you an hour and a half. But that's a realistic trick that a skateboarder might be able to do. But you literally, it's kind of similar kind of difficulty. Like you try and do simple things and you watch a replay and you're like, that's pretty, lackluster. But it took you 20 minutes to nail it. It's awesome.
I mean, it's the fact that stuff looks so cool and realistic that it makes it that much more impressive. I mean, you can do ridiculous things in Skate.
Yeah, if you want
like, yeah, but you enjoy aiming for a particular trick and then getting that exact trick down there.
Or just doing like one kind of like a simple grind, but doing it, making it look really stylish or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For style points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was someone about to bring up the Need for Speed movie, I'm assuming?
I've seen something like the trailer.
I really don't want to see it.
Why not?
Because to me, it just seems like Fast and Furious with Jesse Pinkman playing Walter White.
So, okay, I want you to say that sentence again and realize how awesome it sounds, and then go see the movie.
Doesn't. It doesn't. I love Breaking Bad, and I love the original Fast and Furious. They got a bit shit as they went.
Then give Aaron Paul a paycheck. Just go see the movie, and
when he cries, he looks like a little prune.
So do you, Nick.
But wait,
Thank you.
Are they going to use the plot of any of the Need for Speed games?
Do Need for Speed games have a plot, really?
Well, Undercover had.
Oh,
It wasn't a strong plot, but it was there. It was something.
I want to see it.
It annoyed me when they brought out Most Wanted, considering they already have Need for Speed Most Wanted. How fucking hard is it to just come up with a new title for a game?
Yeah. Also, the original Most Wanted was an incredible Need for Speed game.
Yeah, that is my. I'm going to say it's my favourite Need for Speed game.
And Underground too, just because you can have neon under your car.
Oh yeah, I think Underground 2 was the best game in terms of tuning.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't make a game like that afterwards.
Well, Most Wanted was pretty good, but yeah, not as good as Underground 2.
No neon under the car.
No neon.
Fuck that
annoyed me. And I think it annoyed me at the time that Most Wanted was all during the day. Like, there was no there was no day-night cycle, whereas Underground 2 is all during the night, which I really liked.
Was there no leather jackets either?
What?
No
like
leather jackets.
The dire lack of leather jackets in that game pissed me off. Most Wanted, I mean, because Underground.
Sorry.
No, go on.
I said also my character in Need for Speed shaved his head, and then I hated him. So.
Did he change dramatic? Fucking hell.
Dramatically.
Nick, you better call it a night.
Yeah,
hey Nick, you can stop recording anytime you want. It doesn't bother us. Or you can continue recording and sound like an idiot. Pick one.
I think at this point I may as well just carry on. It can't really get much worse.
Oh, okay. I want to see the Need for Speed movie because I just want to see awesome car chases. I've been seeing a lot of movies recently where you've had to like Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club or 12 Years a Slave yet. I was planning to, but some things came up. But I like going to see movies and sitting there for a couple of hours and really paying attention to everything and enjoying it. But I also like going to the cinema just to sit back and zone out for 2 hours and go, oh, look at all the cool explosions.
So Michael Bay.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Well, not really. When I watched Transformers 2, it was really funny because... What?
Transformers 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Sure.
Well, no, that wasn't a movie. Anyway, so I went to watch it with a friend, and first of all, I was really sleepy. So I kind of took those 10-second naps during the movie, and I was kind of like, hey man, what the fuck happened? I fell asleep. And then at some point, the movie started having problems. So there was a scene that was perfect like that because at some point Shia LaBeouf shouts, Optimus Prime! And in the movie, with the problems, was like, Optimus Prime! It was like bullet time. But again, no leather jackets. And then...
when I went to see
and at some point... I'm sorry, I'm about to finish. And at some point during the last fighting scene, there's just so much going on the screen. I'm like, what? Just you know, I'm not sure what to pay attention to.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too.
When I went to see Wolf of Wall Street, there was problems with the projector then. Have you guys seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes, it's a great movie.
I love it.
This isn't a spoiler at all. There's a sex scene, and just as like she closed the doors,
Is that a
the
euphemism or
screen
something?
cut out and it went pitch black. And for like a good minute or so, because the audio was still there, everyone just assumed that it was like a fancy director thing where they just cut to black over the sex scene. And then it just kept on going and going and going. And then it probably lasted for about 7-8 minutes maybe, or at least that's what it seemed like for us. But two guys at the back of the cinema, they put their hands up in front of the projectors and started using hand puppets to act out all the scenes, like using the shadows. And it was amazing. I think it made that film a good 10% better. And then they just rewinded and watched it all again. But that was pretty cool.
One cool thing though I heard about the Need for Speed movie is that all of the car scenes and all of the crashes and the explosions stuff are done with none of it is CGI. There isn't one bit of CGI in the movie. It's all done, and it's not done with real cars. It's done with car shells, so it just looks like the outer, it's a skeleton of a car. But yeah, so every stunt you see and every explosion you see is actually was shot in real life. But I think that's pretty cool.
It seems like it would cost a lot.
Well, it's not real. It's not.
Cars.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. They're not real. They have real cars for the chases.
It's just to look
it's like a body. I think they call it a shell, it just looks like.
Yeah, it's probably made of glass fiber, whatever.
Yeah, there's no engine or there's no anything in it. But so they do the whole chase scenes or whatever with the actual cars, and then when they're going to blow it up, they have it set up so they have the shell of a car. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to see it just to see. Just sit there and watch everything and go, oh my god, they actually did that, or they actually did that. It's none of it is CGI. I thought that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it does sound quite cool. I don't know. I think I'm all awesome car movied out, and it just seems like a rip off of Fast and Furious.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Yeah. As we're
actually, I saw. Sorry, go.
I was just going to say, do you want to just move on to questions and then wrap up?
Yeah,
if
sure.
You've got something to say quickly.
Really, really quickly, I saw that new Liam Neeson movie, Non-Stop, recently. Very good. I enjoyed it. Oh, it's a movie about Liam Neeson's an U.S. air marshal, he's an air marshal, and he goes on a plane and there's a terrorist threat, and it's your classic Liam Neeson movie.
I was about to say it sounds very Liam Neeson-y.
Yeah, it is. And if you like,
he's a terrorist Darth Maul.
I'm not going to spoil it. No, I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, it might be Darth Maul might be the.
I know.
I would recommend
Judging
it,
by
but
that, it is Darth Maul.
Well, you'll have to go see it. But yeah, I really like. There are some points that kind of annoyed me, or I kind of laughed at it as opposed to with it. But I mean, yeah, that's a good movie if anyone's looking to go see one. That's all. Question.
Okay, I probably should have looked at these earlier. Once again, organisation.
Let's do some filler. Here in my car.
Because this is a filler. No? Okay, I'll shut up now.
No, we'll do that. We'll do it again at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This is
because it's a filler podcast.
This is from Sunny88p. He says, if you find yourself in the Pokemon world, would you become a vegan? If not, which Pokemon would you most likely eat? I never thought that they have to all be vegans, otherwise they're eating Pokemon. Or
I would eat all of them. All of them.
Are there normal animals? I don't think there are. Have you ever seen a normal animal in Pokemon?
I think so. I think Ash looks at fish sometime and he's like, oh, what are they? It's like a joke.
But you get fish Pokemon.
No, but these are just generic looking fish.
I'm gonna Google this shit.
Okay. I think I'd eat either a Taurus or a Miltank because I love steak.
I will eat all of them. Rock types, ghost types. Fuck it. If
Got
it
it.
has meat and I won't be arrested for eating that Pokemon, I'm eating it.
Luis, could you say that you're going to eat them all?
Yes.
You got it.
Apparently,
You got to
there
eat them all.
There are normal worms, normal cows, normal fish, and normal mongoose, normal lobsters, normal tigers, Indian elephants, bugs, coral, chameleons, jellyfish, dogs, cats, and chicken.
Gotta eat them.
I
So
think-
I think I'll just
Yeah, I think
just
I'm
eat
going
all of them.
I'm going to eat a Miltank because, first of all, Miltank is my favorite Pokemon, and second of all, steak. So,
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably going to go with one of the animal-based Pokemon rather than like some freaky. Like
A
I don't
ghost.
really want to eat Pikachu. That kind of.
oh yeah, you do. Pikachu curry.
Pikachu would probably taste like rabbit, wouldn't it?
Pikachu on a stick.
Just straight up a Jaxie.
What else would be tasty in the Pokemon world? Dragonite, Dragonair,
Yeah, that would be good. Delicacy.
Dragonair. Lapras. That'd be like eating whale blubber or something.
Squirtle soup.
Squirtle.
Snorlax. A lot of meat on Snorlax.
A lot of fat, though.
Snorlax, but,
Yeah, a lot of fat.
Yeah, a lot of fat though.
What about?
Alright, so
I know,
now that we
I know.
destroyed our childhoods,
I know. I'd eat Vanillish because he's ice cream.
that's a
basically.
good shout.
There you go, Sonny. I'd eat Vanillish or Miltank.
Where's it gone?
now choose another question if you want to.
This is
Trying to find it, it
filler.
disappeared.
Filler.
What is your guys' favourite cartoon? Like, I'm going to include anime in that.
Good question.
Does
I
Archer?
have a few,
does
but
Arch- does-
the one
Yeah, Archer's a
are
cartoon.
gone.
I've never seen Archer. I've heard a lot. It's one of those things where I hear loads of good things about it, but I've never watched it.
It is very funny. Like it's a different. It's not like the funniest thing ever. It's a different level of humor, all on its own. It's just
Oh shit!
it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I had one of my friends did a stupid thing to try and get me into it, in that he showed me a compilation of funny moments from Archer.
Oh no, you can't do that at all.
Yeah,
no.
and now I mean, it was really funny, but I just feel like now what's the point? I've seen all the funny bits.
Well, Luis, favorite cartoon?
Well, I have a few, but I think from the top of my head, I'd say The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
What's that?
I love the show. It's a show that was screened on Cartoon Network, and it's like two kids who beat death in a bet, and then death is like the Green Reaper is forced to be what they call their best friend, but in fact he's kind of like a slave. And one of the kids is dumb as a fucking door, and it's Billy. Like he's like the definition of dumb is Billy. And there's Mandy, who is the grumpy, tough as nails kid. And you know, the way they interact with each other is really funny, because she's constantly being annoyed by Billy, and Billy's always doing like the stupid shit he does, and the Green Reaper is always like, "What the hell have I done?"
Who asked that, by the
But
way?
yeah,
I
go
don't think
on.
you said who asked that question.
They didn't say.
I didn't say.
Anonymous.
Juan, what about you?
Mine was, we've been going about this a lot lately, has to be Attack on Titan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's about
It's pretty
all I
good.
hear about nowadays.
Yeah.
Becca and Jason.
Yeah, Becca got loads of like graphic novel or comics recently, didn't she?
Yeah, there are 3 of them, I think. And she's got
Yeah.
a Attack on Titan loot crate coming as well.
Ooh.
And that all happened
And-
over a weekend.
And
She
Nick,
just-
what about you? Favorite cartoon?
Oh, that was a bad time to yawn. I've been trying to think about it, and I think probably just Pokemon. Keeping it OG.
Actually, if Archer was like to not count because it's sort of one of those. I know it's technically animated, but if I was going to go cartoon, like I'd probably pick SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is good.
Yeah.
I may have to switch to SpongeBob. It's big, hard-hitting questions.
Next question. This is filler. Every time.
You can date one superhero or villain. They have all their powers, including in the bedroom. Which one? And why?
Wait, what was the question?
You can date one superhero or villain. They have all of their powers, including in the bedroom. Which one?
I could date any hero
Yeah.
or supervillain.
Do you want to say that you can have them be either gender? Like,
I know
you
this
can take
already.
the Superman and make him Superwoman. I know there's Superwoman, but she's shit.
Oh, I know who I would choose.
I know who I'd pick immediately.
Go.
Mystique.
What's Mystique's powers?
It's the obvious choice. I mean, she can look like anyone.
Oh, that's I didn't think of that. I was going to go with Harley Quinn.
Oh, is Mystique the blue bitch?
The ex isn't Mystique the
Yeah,
ex the
yeah.
ex woman.
There's a thing, she can look like
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, she can look like Jean Grey, she can look like Wonder Woman.
I guess you just trumped it.
That's the trump card right there. I think we're all going to say Mystique then, are we?
No, she's mine.
Okay, I'll stick with Harley Quinn. Actually, no, fuck it. Fuck Harley Quinn. I'm just going to go with Batman. Man, not even Batwoman. He's so rugged. Nick, you?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I could
Batman
always go
too.
for Squirrel Woman, who was brought up in the Titleless podcast I was on. Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't listen to it then, but she's like...
Would you want Squirrel Woman to gather your nuts?
I can't
Oh, I see what you did there.
I can't remember what her name is. Squirrel Girl, that's it. She's like... They were talking about it, and she's like beaten like all of the superheroes. She's like so powerful, it's ridiculous. She's like beating up Doctor Doom and stuff like that. Like, she's
Is it a real superhero?
Yeah, it's a real superhero. She's in the
I-
X-Men world.
Never heard of her.
She's a furry.
She's just a furry. She's not even a
That's her
superhero.
superpower.
She's just a woman who dresses up like a squirrel, fights crime.
That's what her costume is. She's just a woman with a big tail and a furry like vest on.
Yeah, I found some pictures.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm not going to sleep. Fuck. One of the pictures here on Google Images was like her face normally, but I found it again, god damn it. But she has her eyes wide open in the creepiest fuck expression. You know what? I'll just share the pain with you guys. Fucking hell. That's scary.
I don't know what you're talking about. Save it and we can link dump it. There we go. Link dump.
Did Juan pick one?
Mine would probably be watching Arrow lately, and there's this character called Black Canary, I think.
I can't remember what her name is. The blonde bitch.
The blonde bitch.
Oh yeah, oh fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still sticking with Batman.
I'm still sticking with Mystique.
Who was the assassin bitch which showed up in Arrow? Not this one, the other one.
I believe it was Belinda Carlisle.
I'm trying to Google it, but I don't know what to Google. Arrow assassin bitch.
Arrow assassin bitch.
Oh wow, the top result is actually her. I think
You googled Arrow assassin bitch and you got her.
I think so. Yeah, there she
Next.
is.
What's her name?
I don't know. I've got a picture of her.
Next question.
Well, I pick her.
You pick her. Okay.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Guys, we need some filler.
We need some
Oh,
filler.
yeah. Filler. Night?
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can
Are you involved in any
I thought you were going to say, like, here in my car, I need some filler, and that would sound dirty as fuck.
I'm just singing it for Becca.
What?
I'm just singing Cars by Gary Newman because Becca's not here.
Oh.
Here in
Did you
my
hear
car.
my question?
I did not, sorry.
Screw it, we can do another one. Why are people so dumb as to bitch about the questions, especially when asking a question about bad questions, when they could just come up with a better question?
Wait, what? Say that again?
Is that a question?
I feel that I was just kind of reading it because it was long and my brain isn't working and I was trying to work out what it said, so I read it out loud.
Who said it? Who sent it?
I just don't know, someone,
Anonymous.
a person.
Say it again. Say it again slowly.
Don't worry, there's nothing to answer really. Because people
No,
are
say
dumb.
it. Say it again. Say it again. I want to answer it. I want to answer it.
Why are people so dumb as to bitch about the questions, especially when asking a question about bad questions, when they could just come up with a better question?
Yes.
My head hurts.
The answer
they're
is
dumb
yes.
and you're dumb.
Okay, next question.
Do you want to do 2 more? Yeah, I think that was half the points. Magic. This might be kind of long. We have a choice here. I'm going to give us one of these to answer. Without outside help, to the best of your knowledge, explain either how butter is made, the ozone layer, photosynthesis, and spray cheese.
Or what's the last one?
Spray
Ozone.
cheese.
Butter. I'm just writing them down. What is it? Ozone, butter, spray cheese, or what?
And photosynthesis.
Okay, photosynthesis.
I feel like people know photosynthesis, right?
Well,
You know what? I have an answer for all of that, to be honest.
Go.
I think photosynthesis, that's what plants do, isn't it? When they absorb
Aliens.
sunlight. But that's the basic. I don't know the details of it. We'll take one each. How about that?
Okay. Who
Okay,
wants
so
butter?
I'll take butter.
Okay, who wants ozone?
I already... Okay, I'll get ozone.
I'll take photosynthesis, or do you want photosynthesis? It's photosynthesis and spray cheese left. Fuck it, I'll go for spray cheese. I've never seen it in my life, but
Okay.
I'll explain it.
So butter is it's like it's milk. So you get a cow, and then you milk the cow, and then you get milk, and then you pour all the milk into a churning thing, like you see in those old-timey movies, and then you churn it up and down, and then it turns into butter, and then that's butter. And it's common knowledge. Everyone knows
You
how butter's
spin
made.
milk and it turns into butter.
You spin milk.
I feel enlightened.
Milkspin.com.
It's like one of those old school transformations where they change clothes and they just spin around really fast.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, you don't pasteurize butter, do you? Like, you pasteurize milk and homogenize it.
I
Don't
don't
make it
know.
homogenize. Yeah, I think it is just. I think it's just.
You
like,
pasteurize stuff.
Oh,
Ew.
shots fired.
Shots fired.
like
Okay, so... What's the next one on the
Ozone
list?
layer.
who's
okay.
explaining? Who's
So-
explaining ozone layer? Louise. All right. Yeah.
A very short answer for that is the holes in the ozone layer happen because of pollution. So the pollution that comes out of cars and trains and...
Wait, no. We're not explaining the holes. You're explaining the ozone layer.
What is
the ozone layer itself. Okay. Well, a long time ago when the planet was created, we were invaded by aliens.
Oh,
And here's the thing. Hold on, let me finish. Here's the thing. The previous civilizations thought, well, how can we stop them? And then they tried building a huge shield around the planet. And that didn't quite work because they had motherfucking powerful lasers. But one thing was, the aliens were allergic to ozone and all their structures. So we built a shield of ozone layer so that when they tried to get in the atmosphere, they would burn to death and explode like fireworks. And that was known as the Great Firework Explosion of really long time ago. And it's totally legit. And it's totally legit. And they are still researching that because it's that kind of legit science thing.
Wait, so did we make the ozone layer, or was it just there?
No, we made it to stop the aliens, and it's still there because we found out that it's also useful to maintain life on the planet. So
yeah, I've heard that.
Fun fact: the ozone layer is actually made out of butter.
Oh,
yeah, like it feeds the generator
people just
that
spun
lies
really,
deep
really
inside
fast.
the core of the Earth. So there you go.
Okay,
Knowledge.
Juan, explain photosynthesis.
Human.
Plants and sun and stuff.
Wait, I need to write that as an answer. Plants and sun and stuff.
And stuff.
As far as I can tell, spray cheese. I don't know. Do you want me to actually explain what it is, or why it is? Because why it is, I do not know.
Or how it becomes.
Explain how it is.
How it is.
Yeah, how it is.
I don't. It's well. It's feeling good. It's getting a little bit peachy at the moment. I mean, genuine Jeff. Fuck! Dicks in my mouth.
That can be arranged.
Well, if you say so.
So,
Okay,
spray
I'm just
cheese,
gonna-
Nick. Explain it.
We can just end now. I'm giving up on
No.
words.
No, explain. Oh, I want to see you try to explain spray cheese with your current word situation.
I don't. Spray cheese is cheese which is sprayed out of a bottle with.
Yeah, but how does it get
force.
into
A
the
cheese
can?
not cheese, is it? Fuck off a spray cheese. That's just like. It's not.
How does
even-
it get? How do you get it in the can though?
You open the can and put it in, and then put the
But
top
what-
back on.
But what do you put in?
Fake cheese.
Your
It's
dick.
just like.
Smeg.
It's like you. Did you guys
Alright,
listen
well,
to the
on that-
internet box?
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel that spray cheese is probably dried semen. You know how.
Oh,
You know how.
well.
Andy
We were
talked
we were
about
so
jizzing on the wall, and it turned orange.
yeah.
I feel that they just scrape that off. They like the whole company jizzes on the wall, scrape it off, stick it in a can, and sell it. And that's why it's not cheese; it's cheese
It's knob
because
cheese.
it's jizz. So
Nicholas,
Andy
you are-
said,
you are
in my
you are
pants.
you are depraved human being.
I know. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Is
for
that a
your
wrap?
compliments. Yeah, I think so. I think if we go any longer, I might just forget English. Anyone want to plug anything? Luis?
Well, can I?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, as some of you may or not be aware, I have a podcast along with a few other community members. Shout out to TJ, Jam, and Mugs of Tea. And we have a podcast called the Shifty Key Podcast. And we release episodes every Sunday. And we also do like questions, and we ask questions for the audience to answer as well.
Oh,
We have an RT page, so you can check it out if you want. We have a YouTube channel, and it's fun. I have a really good time recording that, and also feel free to check it out and let us know what you think.
I'll stick a link in the link dump if we actually get around to doing one. Anyone, anything else?
I just want to say, in on the seldom chance that if there are any Irish people that are listening to this that weren't at the fan meetup on Saturday, I'm sorry if you didn't hear about it for whatever reason. But look up at @RT_Ireland on Twitter, and I think if you look up either RT Ireland or something to that extent on the Rooster Teeth site, you'll find it. And if you still can't find it, then just send me a message on the Rooster Teeth site. My username is just Neil, Neil, and I'll send you all the relevant links. Thanks.
And if you don't do any of that, you're actually one of the reminiscent aliens that didn't die when the planet was protected by the ozone layer.
I am immune.
You don't want to be those guys.
I am immune to butter as well. So,
just really quick, you didn't watch it, Neil, did you? But congratulations on winning the Six Nations.
Oh, I have no interest in rugby, but thank you very much.
All because the fucking French did a fucking forward pass.
Okay, let's end the podcast before it gets any more racist than it already probably is.
I was just about to press exit on Audacity. That would have been a bad time.
Oh.
My brain is not working. Alright. Cheers for listening.
Cheers. Good luck.
Bye, everyone. Okay, so we're done. How do I stop this? Okay, so